Hey everybody, Joel Caruso here with Jerome Chiaro again, and we're back to answer some of your Fireside questions we have with our restaurant roadmap. This is part 3 of our series. Welcome to our Fireside chat. How are you doing, Jerome?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being here again, Joel. Very excited. We've been getting a lot of questions from about internet marketing and what to do with Google Places, what to do with local search. So very exciting time.
Awesome.
And we have some great questions tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get into it. I've seen some of these questions we've got already, and it's funny because it seems like a lot of the questions that the people are asking are almost the same questions that I had when I was going through this. It's like it's pretty cut and dry. So
Definitely.
okay, so let's get into it. So last week we made a couple videos here. We talked about the Google Places. We even went into the Ruth's Chris strategies for local search marketing, and we did that whole breakdown.
Yeah, and they're doing some amazing things. So that if you get a chance, if you haven't watched the video yet, watch it and do some research on Ruth Chris. They're doing some great local search marketing right now.
Yeah, really good stuff. The last video was super informative for me. So, I mean, just talking about some of the questions that we were mentioning earlier, a lot of these questions, like I said, were questions that I was going through myself. And a lot of the questions are obviously right on the tip of your tongue, right, when you get through it. So let's take a look at some of these questions and see what we got going on here. So welcome to it. Welcome to the Fireside chat. Jerome and Joel here. Let's go into question 1. How do you get people to review my restaurant?
Yeah, I think this is the most asked question and probably the most important question, because reviews are becoming more and more part of Google. They're becoming more and more part of the whole local search engine formula.
Yeah,
so,
I see a lot of reviews popping up every time I do a search for anything.
Yeah, and people are on their mobile phones in your restaurant. I mean, if they're searching on Yelp, they're searching the local search market for different types of restaurants they may have never found. So that's why it's so important to be on top of this. And the reviews are what's driving a lot of this traffic.
Right.
Because people like reviews, obviously, with the Amazon.com model and all of that.
Yeah, I'm always looking at reviews like, hey, I know this place got 300 reviews and it's got 4 stars still. Kind of that sort of thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. So the goal here that we teach our clients is get as many reviews as you can, but make sure they're spread out. If they're all on Google Places, you'll get penalized. If they're all on Yelp, not penalized, but it's just not the best formula.
Okay.
So if you have,
you want Zagat, you want
Zagat,
Yelp, you want all those places.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want them in all the different places. But the question that they're asking here is, how do you get people to review your restaurant?
Right.
And the first thing I always say is start with your customers.
Okay.
That's the easiest way. I mean, everyone has regulars. Everyone has people that like you. So bring over your laptop and ask them. Sit down with them. Be like, hey, do you mind writing a quick review?
Oh, so you mean just actually taking the time to approach them and some of your regulars and ask them to review right then and there.
Exactly, right then and there. Because if you ask somebody to do it and they go home, they're going to forget. So just ask them to do it while they're buying an appetizer or something like that. But you really want to look at the long-term strategy, because it's good to get a couple reviews, and we always teach that you want to get 5 reviews on Google Places. That's a big bump. So definitely do that.
That magic 5 number again, yeah.
Yeah, but once we get to that point, how do you get past that, and how do you get to where you have 300, 600 reviews? So that's a long-term strategy, and it's basically based upon list building. So you're going to want to be capturing emails and getting your Facebook fan page liked. So you've seen some of those restaurants, they have like 10,000 likes.
Yeah,
they have,
definitely.
Yeah, and they have a big email
like
list.
Like Ruth's Chris, obviously.
Exactly, exactly. And their email list might be 30,000 or more. Okay. So you want to start capturing emails and then getting people to like your fan page. And we go into that in the restaurant roadmap as well, a little deeper. But you basically want to get those people, get your core, and then start promoting the reviews and give them an incentive. People need an incentive to do this. They're not just going to do it. I mean, some people will out of the goodness of their heart, but they need some kind of incentive. So maybe a free appetizer, maybe free baseball tickets, whatever that looks like.
Okay, yeah. That might not be a big problem for some areas like Chicago, obviously. You can come across some baseball tickets or something like that. 1,000 other restaurants.
Exactly, and a lot of your vendors have freebies that they give you all the time too, so you can use those as your free promotion.
I like that free appetizer thing. That would make me want to do it. I mean, really, honestly. So or a free dessert. Hey, who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see. The second question here we got. I'm in the process of starting my restaurant. What should I be focused on?
That's a good question, because a lot of people ignore Google Places. Actually, they ignore marketing period before starting their restaurant.
Well, we didn't start restaurant to get into marketing, right?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like a lot of us, like myself included, we know how to run restaurants. I know how to do front of the house, but all this internet marketing and then all the grand opening and all that, it's
it gets confusing.
It gets confusing. It's intimidating for sure. But a big mistake is people start marketing their restaurant after it opens, or maybe a few weeks before.
Okay.
The earlier you can start, this internet marketing, local search optimization techniques, they take time. Yeah. They're not going to be instant overnight. So we recommend at least 3 months ahead of time. That way you'll get some results when your restaurant starts coming out. So you can start claiming your local pages. Even if you don't know your location, you can at least put your restaurant information in there. Get some, pictures, some concept ideas.
Yeah.
Get people engaged.
So get started early.
Get started early. Get your fan page going. Get your friends on there. Get them talking about your restaurant. Give them updates about what's going on. So
I don't think I would have thought of that. It's actually kind of like getting a liquor license in Orange County, huh?
It's hard to do. It's hard to do.
You got to get started early.
Yes, exactly. You got to wait those 45 days and put the paper on the outside. So. Yeah, it's really important, and what's great is if you can actually do this successfully, you can come into your restaurant with the buzz already going and the list built and all of your core marketing done. Now you're just on autopilot, so that's where you want to be.
Perfect. I like that autopilot. I'm a big fan.
Me too.
Okay, question 3. I heard Zagat and Google are merging. What does this mean? Now, I heard about this recently, and it's kind of frightening, actually.
It is. Again, it's intimidating. I mean, you see now when you do a local search, Zagat pops up every restaurant and gives you the rating of the restaurant.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm a big fan of that yet or not.
Well, it's a big question mark for a lot of people.
Yeah, because I've been using Yelp forever, and I know most people are. So now I feel like.
Well, Yelp is actually merging with Yahoo. So it's going to be like a little bit of competition between
interesting.
Yelp and Zagat right now.
That should really affect the war of the search engines, I should think.
Definitely. But the important thing for you to realize though is that you need to do both. You need to do Yelp, and now that Google bought Zagat, it's an important player.
And Google's not going anywhere for a while, it would seem. So.
Right. They're definitely dominating the market.
Yeah.
So the point also is that they're actually providing free Zagat ratings now. So you can contact Zagat. I actually saw them at the mall the other day going around, a guy with a clipboard, and he was going by and offering free reviews for all the restaurants.
Oh, wow.
On Google Places. So it's a unique tool. The important part is that you don't need to worry about what you get rated by Zagat. They're not going to rank you by your rating in Google, at least right now. So just get your rating out there, get your name on Zagat, because that's a very important part of the Google search formula.
No kidding. So we should be paying more attention to Zagat over Yelp, you think? Or does it matter? Spread out. But
Spread out. I would do both. Google penalizes you if you have like 600 reviews in Zagat and 0 on Yelp. They're still gonna penalize you for that. Okay. So you want to spread the love.
Okay. So what do we got here? Question 4. People call me every day. They say they want to optimize and dominate my Google Places. Obviously, that's a sales call that a lot of us are getting almost every day, and it's not unlike this. But they're asking, who can we trust?
Right. A lot of people say they can get you to number 1 or they'll guarantee results. The thing to remember is that there's no guarantee when it comes to search engine optimization. There's no golden ticket. There's no gold at the end of the rainbow. It's very cut and dry, and Google actually tries to hide their formula from internet marketers. That way,
their secret algorithms.
Exactly.
And
because if everyone knew it, then everyone could get to the top.
Their panda penguin petting zoo project or whatever they call it.
Exactly. They call the local one Venice, but it's pretty interesting. But so what you want to look for are people with integrity, people that don't guarantee you, I can get you to number 1 in a week, things like that.
Right.
And you want to make sure they're realistic and have a long-term strategy. A lot of this internet marketing for restaurants is long-term. So it's about getting those reviews like we're talking about over the long term. It's just a building process. getting those citations, getting those third-party edification from other search engines like Yahoo, from Yelp, from TripAdvisor, kind of building those over time. So it's a long-term strategy. So definitely want to talk to your SEO person about the long term of your projects. So
there's a lot to it then.
There's definitely a lot to it, and Google wants to see fresh content as well too.
Right.
So you want to look, are they giving you fresh content? Are they doing fresh videos every month? Are they doing fresh articles every month?
Yeah.
Or are they just doing a one-time shot? That's a big deal too, because if you do a one-time shot, you might see that initial result, but then you'll lose all your ranking, and what's the point of paying all that money if you're going to lose your ranking?
Well, I know we both spoke to people that have paid, upwards of thousands of dollars a month, and they're still wondering, hey, what the heck?
Yeah, they get. Oh, that's a good point. They don't get any reports. They don't get any numbers. They don't get any conversion. Make sure your SEO guy's on top of his numbers.
Right.
So you want to be getting weekly traffic reports.
Right.
You want to be getting weekly conversion reports, seeing how many people are visiting your website, how many likes you're getting on Facebook, how many reviews you're getting. All of those numbers are very, very important.
Because I suppose if you don't really know what you should be looking for, then it would be really easy to fall into that and trap, I guess, for lack of a better term. But, again, I've talked to some people that I know personally, and they say, I pay $1,000 a month, and then, it's not till 3 months later that I realize, hey, I'm not getting any results.
Exactly.
I'm only getting like numbers in a printout. Like that's obviously not helping me after $3,000 spent. So that's a tough one. That's definitely a tough one.
It's a good point.
So integrity is key here, and obviously, I guess
integrity, long term, and then black and white results. Those are the three formulas.
Results are what matter. I mean, you can't deny it. So no more questions, huh? Oh, bummer. Okay, well
yeah, there were a lot of questions, but we just wanted to keep it short. Get you the best questions and the most asked questions.
Man, I was just getting warmed up too. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks again for listening. This is Joel Caruso here with my buddy Jerome Chiaro. And let's see, if you post your comments below, we'll be very, very grateful. We assure you.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. We want to hear additional questions. That helps us with our service and our marketing and how we can serve you better. So yeah, questions, comments are amazing.
Pay it forward, people. Hey, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.